Welcome everybody to another podcast episode of the Injekt podcast. This is the Hustlers podcast, and today we have Dannyboii.
Hey,
What's up, Dannyboii?
what's up, bro?
How you doing, man? So, to those people that don't know you, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Danny, aka Dannyboii from 99.1 KGGI Street Team DJ Mixer. Just basically I was born and raised in Ontario, California, which is considered the IE.
Straight from the IE. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so you've been DJing. You're a DJ, and you're actually pushing it heavily with 99.1, correct?
Yes, that's the plan. Yeah.
How'd you get into DJing?
Actually, I started photography, doing photography first for DJ Refresh. I don't know if you know who DJ Refresh is.
No.
Shout out to DJ Refresh. He's from the OC. I met him at 120 Fullerton a couple years back in downtown Fullerton. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but I was taking pictures of him, and like the next day I was looking back at the footage and all the videos that I recorded and stuff like that, and I thought to myself one day, why don't I give this a try? And before that, though, I was already dancing in high school. So
What do you mean by dancing?
I was on a hip hop dance team in high school. So I went to Chafee.
Okay.
So it was the high school dance team where it's like you choreographed a bunch of skits for like our rallies and stuff like that. And I did all that during high school. And
How was that?
It was dope. I mean, I got to meet a lot of like professional dancers and stuff like that.
That sounds something like Jabberwocky stuff.
Yeah,
right?
like that. Yeah, shit like that. Exactly what they did, but we were in high school, so we did it in high school.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was 2009 all the way up until 2012. I graduated, and then life hit. I had to get the whole 9 to 5. Until I got the opportunity again to hit the music industry.
How did you get the opportunity? When did that come about?
The opportunity
For like 99.1, stuff like that.
So that actually happened last year. One of my homegirls, my cousin Ruby, shout out to Ruby, her homegirl Amy was the one that told me about the station. Like, yo, we're hiring, like you should come apply. And I kind of was iffy about it because I had bills and all that shit. So I was like, you know what, you pretty much won't know until you take that risk. So I took that risk and I applied, and like a month later they called me back saying, yo, come through the interview. I was under the impression that it was just going to be a one-on-one interview, but then I showed up and it was a big-ass group interview.
Oh, that must have been intimidating.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I wasn't even going to go because my brother actually, that was his last day of school, and like he didn't have a babysitter. So I took my brother with me to the interview, and like I just had him waiting there in the lobby while I was at the interview. But yeah, man, that came about. And
What kind of questions did they ask you?
they just basically want to see like how you are in front of a crowd. So that's why it's like a group interview. So they would just ask you, tell us where you're from, what do you do, and why you want to work here, and why do you think you'd be a perfect asset to KGGI. And I pretty much just was like, you know what, like I just want to be able to wake up every day and be able to, like, I love my job. So a year later I get to say that. So that's all I do. I don't wake up and go to a warehouse or go clock in for somebody else, and so.
What do you do for 99.1 KGGI?
So right now I'm on a street team. So I do, for example, if you had your own business, you contracted a salesperson and to promote your business. So us as street teamers, we go out there and we rock it for you. We promote it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all the social media platforms. And then we kind of just help your business grow from there. And then we'll throw it on air if you paid for some airtime and stuff like that. We'll do that as well. We'll throw it on air. Like, yo, make sure you guys come check out, Injekt's barbecues or whatever in the city of Rialto type stuff like that. So yeah, so we'll be doing that. That's what I do. And then I'm also out there just, on the ones and twos, the turntables, just providing the music just to make it.
How long you been DJing for?
So I've been DJing since I started at the station, so I'm going on 2 years now.
Okay.
So I've been there for a year and 6 months.
It must help that you got a lot of DJs there that are pretty dope mixers, man. They're all good cutters, too.
It's really dope, and it's really inspiring because, like, just growing up, like, listening to that radio station because of my mom, to now that I'm like working there, like she tells me all the time, like, dude, I've listened to, like, for example, Evelyn. She's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn Rivas.
Yeah.
she's been there forever. Nick's been there forever. Nick Nack, ODM's been there forever. So she's like, yo, when she tells me stories about back in the day, I'm like, oh, well, I'm working there now. Like, that's,
I know him personally now. You know,
yeah, like it's pretty crazy, but when you're surrounded like around OGs like that, like people like that in the game, and like it's just crazy like to actually see it. So that kind of inspired me a lot to just keep on going and just to not quit. And I mean, to this day, I'm still going.
You went in there not knowing how to DJ. So
Yeah.
you just went in there just open to anything.
I already had like tempo of music like in my head because of the dance part, but like the whole DJing, scratching and all that, like nah, yeah, like I just went in there not knowing nothing.
So how'd you start? What did it have you start doing? Like any events? What was your first event?
Well, my first event was at the Home Depot in Beaumont, like just in the middle of nowhere. I went over there not knowing what to do, like not knowing what to expect. But I was out there, and like I think the next event I worked with Don Dirty. He's on air too. He's on air Tuesdays. And I worked an event, and he was the DJ that they booked, I guess. And then like right after that, like I was like, yo, like maybe I should invest like in something like this and try it out. And there's a pawn shop in Pomona that I went to. I forgot what it was called, but it's over there on town. And I was like, let me go see if they got like what I saw Don Dirty fucking, because I didn't even know shit about turntables or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the pawn shop, and I told the guy that in electronics, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. I don't want like turntables yet, but like, what would you recommend for me to get? And then he would like just took me to the controller, to like the basic SBJ2. And
Okay.
he's like, this is what you need.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah, he's like, this is what you need. And I think right after that, that same day I went on YouTube, and I just was like,
YouTube University,
yeah.
Man, it never fails. Yeah, YouTube,
yeah,
I went on everything on YouTube.
Yeah, I went on YouTube, and I was like, how to use the DJI SB2, and it took me about like probably like 2-3 months to finally get like the basics down, the whole like mixing in the music and when to do it. I still didn't really know much because like I already had homies that were like on the radio, so I was like, man, like I don't sound like him, like what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just kind of just was patient with it. I would sometimes not even DJ because I was like, man, like I don't want to do this anymore. Like it's too hard. But I didn't have a job. Like I quit my 9 to 5 as soon as I got hired at the station. Like I quit it, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna do.
You went all in.
Yeah, pretty much, and so I quit, and I was like, you know what, like I don't have a job, so I either learn or machingo. Like, I'm not gonna get better if I don't practice. So yeah, I just started practicing more and more, and then I started going into the radio station more with the DJs that were on air, and started asking them around, and like they were cool, but it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of hard to teach while you're on air. So like I had to go on my old time and like catch them when they were in there recording, like whatever they were recording. And shout out to Don Dirty. Don Dirty was the one who actually explained it to me how I needed it to get explained. So
talk about the salsa festival. Was that what it was?
Yeah,
Riverside.
Salsa Festival is so it's our IE Salsa Festival we do every year. That goes down in downtown Riverside at White Park.
You did it last year, right?
I volunteered last year when I went to the interview. That was like our volunteer type thing to
like initiation.
Yeah, initiation type stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta get jumped in.
Yeah, basically.
You gotta put in work first.
Yeah. So just I signed up for the morning shift, but then Kid J, which is the program director there, which is my boss, he was like, does anybody have a question before we leave? So right off the bat, I was like, yo, let me just ask a question. So I asked him like, yo, what if I wanted to sign up for the morning shift, but what if I just decide to stay the entire day right after that? And then right away, that's when he told me, just stay the whole day. I got a good job for you. And I mean, I stayed the whole day. I volunteered. I got to escort Lil Rob, Ashanti, who else were there? DJ Quick, Lil Xan, like the local IE artists. So I thought that was pretty cool because I went from just growing up listening to Lil Rob and all them and Lil Xan, and to be like in front of them is just crazy.
Yeah, that must be insane. Like, do you ever get starstruck still? Like,
yeah, all the time. Like I just recently got back from Arizona because I was on the road with Lighter Shade of Brown. I don't know if you heard of Lighter Shade of Brown.
Yeah. On a Sunday afternoon.
Shout out, shout out to the Uncle O. But yeah, just I linked up with them as well. So when I met like Little Rob and Baby Bash and all them, I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, like at the end of the day though, I see it as like we're just regular people, but they just have like a different title and it's just. But to me, I was just like, all right, cool. Let's say what's up and let's just take it from there. And I mean, hanging out with them the entire weekend was just crazy because I'm like, dude, like. These dudes are like famous, but
and I got you on my iPod, bro. Like I hear you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
the MP3,
crazy.
the little MP. I used to have an MP3. Like
so I used to have CD players, bro. Mess with that.
Yeah. Low key, I download all my shit on LimeWire. But yeah, dude, it's
Shout
just
out
like
to every computer we get viruses to,
real.
Give them AIDS.
Yeah, it's pretty dope though. It's dope.
Nah, I mess with what you're doing, man, and I appreciate the hustle that you got because you don't only push 99.1, but you're pushing yourself too. And I see you got that sweater.
Yeah.
That's not your brand, or is it your brand?
So it's my cousin's brand.
Okay.
He's been doing it. We've been doing it since high school. He's one of those cousins where it's like you don't really visit them, but like when you visit them, like, hey, what's up, fool?
It's
like,
all good.
Yeah. Like, hey, what's up? So it's my cousin through my dad's side. Rest in peace. But just one day I just started seeing like he really needed like that like push, and he was kind of like dropping down on the brand. I was like, yo, like just keep going. Like he's already got that crowd where they fuck with the brand. And one day I was like, yo, like just how would you feel if you sponsored me, like type stuff. So he's like, what do you mean? Because he doesn't really know about the whole music industry type stuff like that. So I was like, why don't you just sponsor me and like I'll rock it everywhere I go as far as a DJ. And then he thought about it, and then so basically that's.
So he gives you free merchandise,
so
and you rock it.
If I'm not wearing dinero, I'm just like wearing my regular like my AAAs or my shotguns.
But it's dope though, cause you're supporting a movement that you believe in, and you believe in your cousin. I got a cousin. I got a similar story too, like that. I got a cousin that does. He has brands too.
What's the brand?
He makes shirts. Build a Throne. Oh. But he has his own. I'll show you some a little later. But he has his own shirts. And I fuck with it heavily. I fuck with basically all my family and my cousins. I feel like they're very talented and they get down with everything they do. So I'm one of the main guys that are like, what's up? If you got a new shirt, we'll shoot it this way. I'll buy it off for you. We're gonna make this shit happen. And I always commend that, man. You always you be supporting. I see you support everybody,
thank you. Yeah, I mean, the way I see it is like I just want to be myself, and I want people to like mess with me for being myself. Like I don't want to put another image, because I'm a DJ type thing, or because I work at the radio station. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to be able to connect with the people who mess with me. Like you said, you mess with what I'm doing, and I appreciate that because I've never had anybody tell me that. Like, this is actually the first time I'm doing a podcast, so.
Nah, you know what?
Dope,
I only started a podcast because nobody else had me on theirs, so fuck all y'all with the other pod. Nah, I'm just playing.
It's all good.
But I do recognize it, and I hope you understand that. And sometimes you need that person to tell you, like, bro, like, fuck what anybody else is saying. Fuck what I see what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I understand. It takes a lot of balls to do some of the stuff that you do. You post a lot.
It's hard, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's really hard, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But it's just what everybody has to go through. I've YouTubed so many artists. I've YouTubed so many DJs. I've like interviews and stuff like that, like heavy DJs, like Dre Sinatra. I don't know if you're familiar with Dre Sinatra.
Yeah, I know. I don't know him personally, but I know of him.
Yeah, I got to meet him. So shout out to Dre, and he told me the same thing. I even asked him one time, like, yo, what kind of controller would you suggest to get? And because of him, he kind of like gave me that push that, okay, he responded to me, like, that's pretty dope. Like, so I just went all in, and I just want to be myself.
So you just randomly hit him up? You didn't know him beforehand?
Nah, I just hit him up on Instagram. So I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, yo, like, what would you suggest for me to, like, get as a DJ, like, to start up? And he replied back. Right after he replied back, my other homie, he's a DJ as well. He performed at a DB Lounge. He was opening up for Dre Sinatra.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I was
linked up with them.
Yeah, so I was like, let's go. I'll go with you. Like, I've talked to him before, and then I mean, we got to DB Lounge. Sinatra pulled up, and like I was like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Dannyboii," and I was like, "Yup," and like that's how that went. And I was
It's,
just like,
it's
"Damn,
dope how it
that's
works. Instagram, a
dude,
lot of
it's
people don't
crazy."
understand the power of Instagram. You could reach out to people, and some of these people will respond back. You know, you might think, nah, they're not going to do. What is he going to think if I try to reach out to him? But a lot of these people will respond back, and they'll give good feedback, and they'll give you some advice, and they're not stingy with it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's dope, man. For whoever's listening that's trying to do something with whatever they got, a little movement or whatever, and you have any questions, feel free to hit me or Dannyboii up, and I will respond. I'll respond personally.
I will too.
Because I've had people hit me up like, "Hey, bro, what do you do to do this or that?" And I'm like, I'll respond to them. I mean, if I know that they're not just messing around and actually trying to get a good response, I'll respond to them. I'm not bougie, you know. I ain't shit really, but I will be. You know, that's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to reach high, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean,
We're on the
we'll
same boat.
eventually,
We're on
yeah,
the same
exactly.
boat.
That's why I fuck with you.
Yeah,
That's
thank
why
you, bro. Thank you.
it stuck out to me, you know. Like, all right, cool. And how is it? How do you feel about representing 991? Do you feel some type of I don't know, intimidation, being like, damn, man, I gotta like really put it down for 991 because you're not just you, but you're representing them, you know, and that's a whole radio station that a lot of people know out here in the IE. How does that feel? Is there a lot of pressure in that?
I think you just gotta learn how to balance everything out. And shout out to Kid J. Kid J's actually, you know, like I said, the program director over there. Because, you know, he gave me an open door opportunity that a lot of people would kill for, you know, just to be under an iHeartMedia payroll and you know, just a radio station that has a really, really good legacy. And, you know, just being able to say, how am I going to balance out being a 99.1 KGGI employee and just Dannyboii? And I've learned that just being consistent with yourself and being true to yourself is the only way that you're really going to be able to, like, build your fan base at the radio station. As far as, like, that's what I think. But, you know, just balancing everything out, knowing what to say, knowing how to say it. When listeners go up to you, "Oh, what's up, Dannyboii? Like, I saw you on the Instagram. Like, what's up?" Like, when I was doing the pumpkin patch pop-ups for the morning show, ODM and Evelyn, like 2 people came up to me and they were on live and they were like, "Yo, we heard about this on because of you. Like, what's up, Dannyboii? Like, can we get a picture?" So, like, all that is just like, yo, like it's like the radio station, but it's also like myself type stuff, if that makes sense.
No,
you know,
nice.
So like, I just learned, like, you just be comfortable, just be myself, and let the radio station take over, like, type thing. Cause
What do you push more, the radio station or yourself?
I kind of do a little bit of both. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to explain it, but I just basically, if they see my Instagram and they ask like, "Oh, you work at 99.1," then I'll bring it up. But like, I'm not like, "Oh, Dan," like when I met you, I didn't say, "Oh, Dannyboii," like, you know, just from KGJ.
From 99.1, yeah.
I just say, "Oh, I'm Danny," and then that's when you were like, "Oh, from 99.1," like, yeah, and then that's when, like, I got into the detail. But I don't know. I just, like, to me, I feel like I just want to be like that humble guy, and like if that radio station conversation comes up, then I'll talk about it. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm," you know, like I said, Dannyboii from KGGI. Like, I'm just, because I'm Dannyboii at the end of the day, you know. But being able to be part of KGGI kind of does help me out a little bit more, being able to throw myself out there like that. So,
do you do private events for your DJ?
As of right now, I haven't started it, but the 2020 year, that's the new resolution, to start doing gigs, just because I wanted to get to know a little bit more about the industry as far as doing the private gigs, weddings, quinceañeras, and stuff like that. So because of Nick, I just got signed with him. The Party Up tour, we do like high schools, like proms and homecoming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just being able to, like, kind of shadow all that to see, because there's obviously when you go to a club, you play, you know, like the ratchet shit and stuff like that. But when you go to weddings, you gotta kind of play something different.
Oh, you never know. Sometimes some weddings could get really ratchet. I just
depending on the client. I've been told depending on the client, usually what you do is have a meeting with your client, and let them know, like, what kind of music you want, what do you want to play, like, stuff like that. So, I mean, like I said, you know, I was just shadowing everybody, and so 2020 for sure, I'm gonna start getting out there doing the private gigs, the private events, the weddings, the quinceañeras and stuff like that, just because I'm already comfortable on the mic now. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable on the mic. As far
Yeah,
as, like,
I seen that actually on Sunday. I heard you like you got right away. You got when Seth got on, you got on the mic,
yeah.
and you killed it. I felt like you did
Yeah,
great
yeah.
on the mic. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
all right.
And I think that's one thing I'm grateful for, just being able to be part of 991 and doing the street team events, because that's what we do. Like, we jump on the mic. We'll say, hey, what's up? We're here in the city of Temecula at the Sprint. Make sure you guys come out, blah, 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 stuff like that.
Did you ever mess up? Have you ever messed up
I
and said
have.
the wrong thing?
Yeah, I have, and I admit it on the mic myself, like, oh, my bad, like, da-da-da, because it's just, that's what comes with it. Like, you're bound to mess up no matter what. Like, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, man, that's a good thing you do that. At private events, though, I messed around and said the wrong the last name of the couple, only because I said the prior wedding, and I'm like, fuck, So I mean, do you have any hints for that? Like anything that you can say, like, you know what, this is how you will remember. Do you do anything like any specific things?
Well, I know I practice. I listen to the radio a lot, whether it's on my phone or like when I'm in the car. And I kind of just try to listen to every jock that's on the radio. Everybody's different. Everybody talks different. Everybody says it in their own way. But, I mean, I would just practice, like, in the restroom, when I'm in the shower, when I'm going to go get food, when I'm at the gym. Like, I'll practice it in my head. Or when I walk out of the gym, I'll just, hey, guys, what's up? It's your boy Dannyboii tapping in here. Just got out the gym, like, stuff like that, and just, if I sound cool, I sound cool. If I mess up, then I got to figure out how to be myself while I'm saying it. Because I feel like if you're trying to say it, that's where you mess up. Like, because you're thinking about it.
You're overthinking
it, and then your words start to, like, mismatch, and you just get lost. So
you start tripping on your words.
Yeah, and you're just, like, letting your mind speak instead of just naturally letting it flow and stuff like that. But everybody's different. Everybody has their own way of, talking and saying certain things on the mic and stuff like that. But I for sure can't wait till I start doing, like, the weddings and the quinceañeras and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's gonna be big time right there for you. Besides the whole radio thing, besides you DJing, you also started your own personal vlog, right?
Yeah.
So you shout out to your YouTube plug and your YouTube channel.
Hit that subscribe button. Shout out my boy Injekt too. Hit his, subscribe.
What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel, if you guys just follow me on Instagram at Dannyboii12, and then it'll be the link in my bio. It's DannyDance64. Like I did say, I used to dance in high school. I made it in high school, so I've had that YouTube channel since high school.
Ooh,
I only got 61 subscribers though, but it's cool.
I mean, shit, that's more than a lot of people,
Yeah.
So how's that going? How did you have to, like, adjust to that? Because you're just filming anything, just your regular day, right?
I recorded on my phone. Like, I record everything on my phone.
Straight out the iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to the iPhone gang.
Here we go.
So it originally started on Halloween of this past year that just passed. I decided to dress up as ODM for Halloween.
Oh, that's dope.
If you guys don't know who ODM is, he does our morning show at KGGI. He's also part of, he's one half of Lighter Shade of Brown. Rest in peace to DWTX. Lighter Shade of Brown is an old 90s group, for those of you guys who don't know. And he also vlogs. He's got his own YouTube channel, the RVG fam. Shout out to the RVG, Robert, Vanessa, the whole kids. They're like family to me, bro. Like, it's like us back when I told you that it's crazy to be working with them and the stories that my mom's told me. But he vlogs, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna be ODM. Let me get a camera. And
because he does it.
Yeah. So I did the whole camera thing, the whole beard, the Lighter Shade of Brown merch. I'm really cool with him. So I got a couple merch from, like, his wife and stuff like that. She was in on it. She knew what was going on. And when I vlogged it, I looked back at the footage and I was like, yo, like, why don't I just put this all together and then drop it and see what happens, like, type shit. And then so what helped out a lot was the fact that I actually got the opportunity to go with them with Lighter Shade of Brown. Not specifically with Lighter Shade of Brown, but there's another artist that's with them, goes by the name of Money Moons. And his manager, Tony G, hit me up saying, like, yo, Moons needs to DJ. Like, we're going to be in Arizona for the Monster Mash. And he's like, are you down to come through? Like, and we're going to hit up Phoenix and Vegas after, like, with LSOB, Lighter Shade of Brown. So I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, I'm down. Like, I'm down type shit. Like, you gave me the opportunity, so let's see what this.
I'm wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just vlog it. So So I vlogged the Halloween vlog, and then I did the footage from when we got to Yuma, and that was it. And I dropped the first vlog. And right after that, I mean, I had a conversation with Devin Hype because we were roommates like for the whole trip.
Shout out to Devin Hype.
Yeah, if you guys don't know who Devin Hype is, he's probably one of the realest DJs that I know. You guys probably know who he is, but that fool's dope people, dog. He's really fucking dope. Like
Sick ass scratcher.
this fool's dope as fuck, and he keeps it real, like no bullshit, anything. But
shout out to the Cutlass as well.
he don't have the Cutlass no more.
Oh no,
man! You know, he got the LSOB money, so he had to improve.
Okay.
But anyways,
okay.
You know, the Cutlass still does work. It's for his dog now.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, I had a conversation with Devin Hype and in the hotel room when we landed in Yuma. Well, we stayed in Yuma. Well, I'm lying. We went to Phoenix because we had a show that next day. But we were in Phoenix. We checked into the hotel and we had some spare time. And I was like, yo, like, I asked him, like, should I continue doing this vlog thing? And he's like, dude, just do it. Like, you're in a perfect generation. You're in a perfect era where technology right now is about to take over. And it's true. So just, yeah, dude, just, you know, I can't really get into detail how the conversation went, but just, I was like, you know what, let's do it. I recorded the whole weekend, and by Monday I had 3 vlogs out already, like, just because of the fact that I had footage from the Michelada Rumble, and then we did a show in Vegas for Project Taco LA, or Las Vegas. So all that kind of just, you know, just, I was like, you know what, let's do it. This is the only way people are really going to know what I'm about. You know, they're going to see what I do besides, like, the DJing and the radio station. But for the most part, right now, the most vlogs have been, like, the radio gigs and the ones that I just dropped with being at Michelada Rumble and stuff like that. So
yeah, the dope thing is that it's easy to start one, I feel like. I mean, I don't think I'm actually, like, good at taping everything, but it's just, you just pull out your phone. Yeah. And then after that, the editing. And
I think the most important part is just being able to talk to yourself, because
it's not easy. That's not easy.
It's just you're holding the phone and you're literally talking to yourself, like, if you think about it. So it's just a matter of fact of getting comfortable doing all that and seeing the people around you look at you like, what the hell? But I mean, like you said, one thing is saying it, the other thing is doing it. Like, when you start doing it, you're like, oh shit, like, it's really happening, like, type shit. So
yeah, I would think it's simple only because, like, with me, in the fact that you could just pull your phone out. That's what I meant by simple. You pull your phone out and you start recording and you just start talking. Yeah. But it's difficult because, do you ever find those type of people in public that just get tripped out on you being on the phone, like, am I going to be on this video? They try to hide or duck or hide their face or something?
Yeah, so basically my mom was the one who was like, don't you feel weird type shit? Like, but I mean, I told her at the end of the day, this is how I'm going to be able to interact with I guess you can say, like, my fans type thing, you know, like the people that are tuned in to what I'm doing. And I mean, like you said, it's just one simple, easy thing. Just picking up the fact that I'm doing the vlogs on my phone is crazy, because, like, I look back at the footage and I'm like, yo, like, I got some pretty dope footage. Like, this is crazy that all this is just happening on the phone. But I don't know, like, it's just super, super crazy to be doing all this shit. Like, the fact that people like yourself support it, you know, like,
I watched it.
Like, the fact that you hit me up, dog, like on some fucking bullshit aside, like, that's tight, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, why not? Like I said, I see the struggle, and people that get on this podcast, I don't get them just to get them and just fill in spots. You know what I mean? I get people that I actually see. You know what? They're making noise, and I notice that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's easy to see if you really pay attention. It's easy to see who's making noise. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even if you're not a big time or anything like that, I see that you're working towards that. Yeah. And that's the perfect person that I want on this podcast. Like I said, it's a hustler's podcast. Okay. And you don't have a 9-to-5 job like you explained. Yeah. You're hustling. So every day that you go out and do a gig, or you hit anybody up, you hit me up to do, like, an event, like a special guest event. I'm sure I'm not the only one that you hit up. Yeah. You hit up other people. Mm-hmm. It takes balls to do that. A lot of people are like, I'm too shy. I'm one of them.
Now that good thing you said that, because that's how I was when I first started. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna wait for people to hit me up.
Exactly.
Like, but then as I started hanging around with, like, DJs that have been in the industry for quite a while now, I was like, yo, I kind of need to do this myself then, type thing. Like, yo, my name is so, like, I hit you up, like, yo, what's up, bro? You know, and like all that. Like, it's crazy that you have to do it yourself because that's how this game is. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm just gonna tell you a quick little brief story of just something, an example that just happened. I recently got booked. Beneficial, you know Beneficial?
yeah,
991. Shout out Beneficial. He posted something on his story. Any DJs want this gig? It's paying such and such. It's in Anaheim. Hit me up if you want it. I hit him up because I'm just trying to gig up. You know, fuck it. I'm doing whatever. I hit him up, and usually I don't do that. I hit him up. Bam. He's like, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna give you your contact info to the promoter. Cool. Got that info. Did that gig. They turned out they liked me. Right, and it's in prime location, bro. This is downtown Disney. Like,
yeah,
there's people.
That's Beneficial's area because I know he's from like the OC.
Oh, okay. So
shout out Ben.
So I did that, right. The owner got my number down. He said he liked me. The only thing he didn't like is that it wasn't loud enough because, I mean, my subwoofer wasn't really pushing through. But I got his number. That was 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago already. My cousin, the one that I work with, he's the one that kind of low-key pushed me like, hey, fool, text him and see what's up with getting another night. I was waiting on the owner to text me because now he has my number. If he needs a DJ, he's going to hit me up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to seem too thirsty. Like, I don't want to seem like, hey, bro, I don't got
I'll wait for him to hit me.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that, nah, fool, I'm going to do it. My roommate and my cousin both were like, you got to hit him up now, bro. I hit him up yesterday. I got a weekly gig on Thursday nights.
Damn. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And it's just like...
that's crazy.
And that's out of my... Bro, like, that's not something I would do. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I'm not comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with hitting you up first. There's many DJs out here that I meet, and they're like, hey, bro, whenever you want to hop on or come as a guest, let me know. And I don't take them up on it because I feel like you're just telling me that. You know what I mean? It's not like... it might be genuine, but to me, I'm like, he's just telling me that, trying to just like make conversation or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, take every shot you get and fucking don't be afraid to ask. Closed mouths don't get fed at all, you know. And what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, and I mean, good thing you said that. Closed mouths don't get fed. Cause I mean, I probably wouldn't have taken this serious until. One day I had like a serious conversation with ODM. I was at his house for a Sunday fun day type thing. He has like Sunday fun days at his house.
That's pretty dope.
A bunch of his family. Yeah, for me to be there like at his house and shit, like it's crazy. But the other crazy thing about the whole closed mouths don't, fuck man, like he like legit. Everybody left and I was the only one there. I was like, yo, I'm about to head out. He's like, hold on, chill. You got some time? And I was like, yeah, like I thought he was gonna like confront me with something. Sat me down in his kitchen and he had like a whole serious talk about what I wanted to do like with my life and this whole DJ thing. And I let him know what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. And he like just the fact that I can't really like talk about what the conversation was about. But the fact that he said that he believed in me and he sees, like you said, the hustle, it was just the conversation in general was like, yo, like, I really do got to take what I'm doing serious because it's a lifestyle. Like, if we don't have a gig, like, for example, me and you that were DJs, if we don't have a gig tomorrow, we're not getting paid. Like,
exactly.
We're not getting paid. So.
And if you're not going to go get that gig, ain't nobody just going to go hit you. Unless you're big time already and you've already, like, been known and you're out there and people might hit you up. But us, that we're just barely starting to get into the scene, nobody's going to come at you like, hey, bro, I want you over here. It doesn't happen like that, you know? And nowadays, it's not like you can go up and just give them a mixtape or a mix. Like, they don't listen to that shit. Like, they don't listen to a CD no more. They'll throw it away. Business card, it goes to the trash, bro. Like, you have to literally go and be like, what's up, man? I'm a DJ. Here's my number. Here's all my stuff. I could do this for you. I could do that. And it's not just DJing now. You can offer other stuff. It's good that you have KGG1 on your back because they'll you can be like, hey, I also work for them. Oh shit, really? You know what I mean? That gives you more ammo.
Yeah, that does look good on the resume, and it makes people like, oh damn, like he works for them. You know, that's cool. But like I said, it's just so crazy how like before all this, I actually used to freaking deliver insulation, like, you know what insulation is. So I was driving the box trucks, doing my whole not even 9 to 5. I would wake up at like 2 a.m. to be at the yard to pick up my truck at like 3 a.m. and I had to be on the road by no later than 3:30. So like the fact that I quit the good money to make like the startup DJ money is just like a whole different.
And it's not great.
Yeah,
it's not great money at first. It's not. But you have to pay your dues.
Yeah, bro.
And it took me a while to learn that too. A lot of my friends, I know a lot of the same DJs you do.
Yeah.
And these are big time DJs already. You know, they bring their own people. They know they're known for their skills.
Yeah.
I would ask them like, hey, how much should I charge? How much should I do this for? What should I do in this? And a lot of times they'll be telling me up here, but I'm like, bro, I'm not you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta start off. You can say you can charge this much for something, but you're 991 already, bro. You're doing savage stuff already. I'm nobody to you or anybody else that hasn't heard of me. I'm nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't be charging that. So I started off at the boiler room playing for like chump change, bro. I'm talking about tips.
Damn.
I showed up on my gear and I was like, "What's up, bro? Can I just spin?"
Damn, that's crazy.
They let me spin. I spin there for like 2 months, and the
one in
never.
Redlands?
Yeah, the pay never went up more than $30. That was the max that I got paid for a whole night, and I would rock that place, bro. At first it was kind of dead. After a while, like it got better, but this food was. I was talking to not the owner, but I was talking to the bartender, and the bartender wasn't trying to have it. So I was just like, you know what, whatever. But somebody walked in there that liked what I was doing.
See, that's the thing.
You never know who's listening.
That's the thing.
You never know who's listening.
That's the thing. That's why, like, another thing back with ODM was telling me, like, you never know who's in the building until you rock your show. And when you rock your show, there's going to be that one person that was listening, and they're going to go up to you, and they're going to tell you, yo, like, I really appreciate what you did. I fucked with it. I'm fucking this person. Here's my car. Let's work. Like, it's just crazy how, like, what generation we're in right now. Cause
it's a small world.
We're in a good generation where we have, like, technology, YouTube, cell phones, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Like, we have to use all that to our advantage. So, but, dude, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's tight.
Yeah, I have it.
That's sick.
And I had DJs telling me.
Because I've been to the boiler room trying to get in, and they were like, "Oh,
they pay bad, bro.
We don't do payroll type stuff."
Yeah,
like,
they pay bad.
And I was just like,
even the DJ there that's there, like on cracking days, even says like, "Bro, it's garbage," you know. But
shout out to every DJ though.
You know?
I ain't got nothing on no DJ. Just shout out to everybody because I'm still doing it. I'm still learning.
Yeah,
it's a learning process every day, and I mean, at the end of the day, just get your hustle to every DJ out there. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, for sure, man. For anybody that's trying to get into the stuff that you're doing, how can they reach out to you and ask you for stuff?
I mean, you guys can just hit me up on Instagram at Dannyboii12_. It's DANNYBOII12_. My YouTube channel as well, DannyDant64. Just started vlogging, so if you guys want to check in, tap in with me. You'll see pretty much what my life's about. It's called The Life of Dannyboii, so you guys could check that out. Just Instagram. I don't really have Facebook. I don't really use it just because, I don't know, I feel like that's for like my mom type shit, but it's like more for like the tias and
tias,
and shit. Like,
hola, mijo.
I mean, that's how my family finds out about everything I do. Like, oye, el Danny andaba ya, no sé qué. But yeah, like just Instagram, Twitter, same thing, Dannyboii12_. Snapchat, same thing. So, I mean, yeah, you can find me on 991 KGGI's Instagram stories or profile pictures. Just if you guys want to tap in. But big shout out to Injekt. That's tight, bro. For real.
You have any anything you would like to say to anybody starting, man? Any suggestions of what they should do?
Just don't give up, honestly, because if you give up, like, why even start in the beginning, if that makes sense? So it took me a year and 6 months to not give up, even though in between that gap I was like, I'm gonna give up, or like I gave up for like a month without not letting anybody know, and just being like fucking depressed because I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be. But to where I'm at now, I just, a big ass shout out to my mom, because at first I know she wasn't like fucking with it because it wasn't making the adult life money, but now she sees what I'm doing, and she sees the people that I'm connected with, and she sees that I'm like, you know, like you said, making the hustler moves and stuff like that. So she understands now, and we've had conversations now where it's like, man, I remember when you first, because I started in the room like with the little controller, and she's like, oh my god, like you practice here, but then you're over there doing like that. I'm like, yeah, it's the same thing, just with people, like, but
Yeah.
But yeah, any starting DJ, just don't give up. You know, don't give up and believe in yourself. No matter if other people don't believe in you, because I had that. I had to drop all my friends for that. I don't hang out with anybody. I just hang out with the DJs, with you. I just started kicking it with you a little bit more. I mean, I've hung out with you on Sunday, but I'm for sure gonna tap in with you a little bit more.
There we go.
I kick it with the DJs at the radio station. I just stay home, and they tell me the same thing. Just don't give up. Don't give up, and just believe in yourself, and don't worry about what anybody has to say, because it's not really going to benefit the haters, like, you know.
And if you got haters, get more.
Yeah, exactly.
You need more.
Yeah, exactly. So
hell yeah.
Just DJs, be yourself. Don't fucking try to put an image. At least that's the way I see it. Don't try to put no image, or be yourself. If people fuck with you, they're going to fuck with you. If not, then that's on them. But shit, come my way. If I meet you, shit, let me know.
Yeah, don't be afraid to hit him up, man.
Injekt knows what's up, man.
Yeah.
I just met this fool, but it's not a lot of real people come up to you and fucking tell you like, yo, I fuck with you, and I respect that. So.
It's all love, man. It's all love.
Yeah.
But that was it, man. That was another episode of the podcast.
Hey.
I appreciate you coming, bro. It's mad love.
Thank you.
Keep doing your thing. Hustlers out there, keep hustling, make good moves, and we'll see you guys later. Late.